there's a funny video of Anthony Edwards after he and the Timberwolves beat the Los Angeles Lakers in Game 5. So basically, they won the series 4-1. There's a funny video that showed up yesterday of him just, having a stroll in LA, probably downtown Los Angeles, just, speaking and screaming out to fans and fans screaming out to him and people shaking his hand and all that other stuff. And he's just out there, I think, for one reason. Knowing Anthony Edwards and seeing his behavior in the past couple years when he defeated KD last year, LeBron James this year, especially that he was saying during the series that he's sending him for vacation early. I think he made a comment to Bronny in one of these games and it was talked about. He's just rubbing this in the Lakers' nose, doing it right in front of their face, making sure that they see him and that he just, he's got to rub it in his face. I got to show you this video because it's pretty funny. I was watching it yesterday. I watched it twice and I like the interactions that he has with the fans. I mean, some fans, probably pissed off at him and, I don't understand every single word that the fans are screaming at him, but he's got people coming up to him and shaking his hand and, just talking back and forth and even, being asked questions not concerning basketball. But it's just interesting to see that coming out to the people and just being normal. Of course, he's got his security guards with him and stuff like that, but that's normal. But let me show you that video. But first, welcome. My name is Paul, and this is the Basketball Show where I talk today's NBA, current events, news, players, and more. All completely unbiased, even though some people disagree, because any opposing opinion to weak people is always hating. Truth is truth, and I try to stay by that. Okay, here is the video. Check it out, guys. I'll be right back.
Walking, I'm minding my business, man. How y'all gonna be fucking with me? I just sent y'all nigga home. Hey, how they gonna do that?
They be talking shit.
Man, they been talking shit all week.
Hey, all the analysts said what they say?
Lakers in 5. And then look, when we was up 3-1, they said Lakers in 7.
Ain't they say that?
Go to hell today. Hey, Ty, what is it? Hey, the good guy gonna die in this movie. Hey, the good guy gonna die in this movie. Hey, Morris Chestnut died in this movie.
Hey, you mentioned Morris Chestnut. Is that your favorite movie, Boys in the Hood?
Nah, that ain't my favorite movie. My favorite movie, Matilda.
Matilda?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to check that out. I've never seen it.
Are you tripping?
Yeah.
You need to go see that. Watch the car. Watch the pretty lady in the back. I ain't got none. Help the team out. I ain't got none. Real OG. Know what you know? Know you a real.
Yup.
Now, let me ask you this question. Could you imagine, first of all, doing something like this after Kobe Bryant would lose a series? I'm not saying, Kobe probably lost a series here or there in LA, but no player did this kind of throwing it in your face like Anthony Edwards just did to LeBron James, Luka Doncic, and the Lakers. It's just funny, but it's a cool interaction with the fans and being open to everybody. And the Lakers were just a failure. I showed you a video, I think it was in one of the latest videos that I posted before this one, where Nick Wright, during the season when Luka was already there and they had a nice stretch of, like 7 or 8 games, he was screaming out, "Oh, the Lakers are not just a contender, they are the contender." That's what he was saying. All emotional, of course, not thinking that they don't have a big man that they need, and they don't have the support cast that they need as well. Now, you had Stephen A. Smith talk like this. I believe Magic Johnson was making comments, not maybe to the extent that Nick Wright was making, but he was also saying that the Lakers look great and it's possible for them to, to go all the way or at least get to the conference finals, all that other stuff. So LeBron James got kicked out of the playoffs in the first round this year. in the first round last year. It just doesn't look good. Even though he got Luka, doesn't look good. But they had no rim protector, of course. I mean, Rudy Gobert killed them yesterday. He destroyed them yesterday. There was no question. I think he had like 30 points, almost 20 boards. He had an insane game. He looked like a superstar center out there yesterday. Of course, no mid-range game or anything. It was mostly putbacks and dunks and stuff like that. But he was okay on his free throws as well. But Anthony Edwards doing this is pretty cool. And to tell you the truth, I'm looking at the Minnesota Timberwolves, and I kind of like that team. You know, as all you know, probably if you watched videos before on my channel, I'm a Knicks fan. I've been a Knicks fan since like 1990. So it's been over 30 years, easy. And I'm looking at these players. I always liked Julius Randle on the Knicks. Of course, he didn't have good performances in the playoffs while he was on the Knicks, but I liked him. He was always tough to me, and he didn't back down from anybody. He liked that kind of bully ball. So I liked watching him. DiVincenzo, he was also on the Knicks. I also liked him. He had a great season with the Knicks last year. So it was enjoyable for me to watch that. And, you know, now after watching a couple series with Anthony Edwards and seeing his growth, especially this season from last season he was good. But this season he's even better. I like this Minnesota team. And to tell you the truth, looking at the whole Western Conference, I don't really have a favorite in the West to come out of the West and go to the NBA Finals. Listen, I wouldn't mind if they go to the NBA Finals, they go to the NBA Finals. I mean, I understand the Warriors. Houston has a decent squad, but I don't think they're going to get past the Warriors. The Warriors are still up 3-2. And I believe they're playing in San Francisco now, so I believe they're going to take that game, especially that Butler is back. I think he needed this game to kind of get back in his groove, and next game he's going to be much better after that injury that he had to his back falling down. But I don't see, Denver, okay, but Minnesota created problems for Denver last season, remember? Minnesota created big problems. And looking at that, I kind of like Minnesota coming out of the West. I would enjoy an NBA, personally, me, I would enjoy an NBA Finals with Minnesota Timberwolves. And if they go to the NBA Finals and they play against, who we got, Boston Celtics or Cleveland Cavaliers, I know what the Boston Celtics are bringing. A lot of three-point shooting, you know, pretty quick basketball. You got Tatum, you got Jaylen Brown. Might be a little bit of a tougher matchup for Minnesota. So to get an evenly matched finals, I think it would be best to see maybe Minnesota against Cleveland. But Cleveland's been balling like crazy, so I don't want Minnesota getting destroyed in the finals either. And I don't know how much they could do either against Boston or Cleveland, to tell you the truth. It's hard to say, but they do have a nice squad. They have some options on the offense. They move the ball around. They got some shooters. They got, you know, inside ball with Gobert and inside ball with Julius Randle. And Julius Randle shooting like freaking 40% from three. And he's been playing really well. I mean, he defended LeBron James great during this Lakers series. And he did some work on Luka as well. So I think that might be interesting. Of course, the bigger markets will probably draw bigger crowds and stuff, but sometimes I'm just tired of seeing the same thing over and over and over and over again. It'd be nice to see Minnesota with Anthony Edwards and Julius Randle go to the NBA Finals and see what they can do against either Boston or Cleveland, because nobody else is coming out of the East. My Knicks are playing today. If they even beat Detroit today, if they even get to the second round, right now it's kind of iffy because Jalen Brunson keeps getting re-injured on that ankle. It's just kind of tricky. So I don't even know if the Knicks can win today. And if they don't win today and you got game 7, all the pressure is on my Knicks. So I don't know. And if they beat the Detroit Pistons and they go to the second round against Boston, they're not beating Boston. There's no question. 1, maybe 2 games. Probably 1. and that's about it. Knicks don't have enough. And that's it. So thank you for watching this video. I'll be back in the next one. Appreciate it. Like it, share it, and I'll see you soon. Bye.